Aftermarket. American Dream Trading. You have entered the aftermarket. AmericanDreamTrading.com. Welcome. You are now in the aftermarket.
Welcome to American Dream Trading's the live stream to be at. It is the aftermarket, guys, and this is Mindset Master Monday. And tonight's Freudian slip. Tonight's special guest, none other than the Erik'S MOTO. Let's go, baby! Woo! So, Eric, if you are, I know you're down there in the chat, bruh. The link is in your, I went to Discord and put it in your DMs. Just remember, we're doing a little bit of an interview format so we can talk about how you got started at ADT, blah, blah, blah. And then after about 10 or 15 minutes, we'll let everybody on the panel. You can do your thing with the mastermind, you know, I love it when you get your laptops and your computers up here, man. I love it. But yeah, go get the link, and then that way we can have the convo, let some of the new people hear how you got in and, you know, what started you on your journey, and then we'll open it up to the panel if that's cool. So go and restream, go in Discord, and it's in your, I tried to send it on IG, but they don't let links happen, you know? So it's in your DMs. And then we will put the link in the live chat down there after, you know, we talk to Eric for a few minutes and go down memory lane. I'll put the link in the chat. That way you guys can come up on the panel, ask him any questions that you want. Ask him while you're down in the chat. It's all good. It's all good. Hopefully everybody did well today. I know I did. MLGO. MLG the frick, oh man, what is going on? What was going on? What is probably still continuing to go on? Now it's falling off a little bit. Well, I guess so. I mean, it ran for like 1,000% today. It should be tired. Okay. Shout out to everybody down there in the chat that came to join us this evening. This is a stream that has been created by traders for traders to just kick back, relax, and decompress after a long day of day trading in the stock market. This company, American Dream Trading, the stock market education beast that we are, is owned by Chad W. Christian. Who is he? Well, he's a 30-year stock market vet that has basically taken a group of people and trained them up. Did not make us call out chasers, but trained us to actually know how to trade. Actually know how to trade. So we can call ourselves true traders because we learn the right way. Shout out to you, Coach Brother. Thank you so much. Thank you for letting us use your YouTube channel to come and decompress after the market. And thank you for teaching us to trade and trade well, just like you. He has traded in every market condition imaginable. There he is. He's backstage. Okay. He has traded in every market condition imaginable and has taught us how to do the same. And Eric is one of his superstars. So let's, without further ado, get Erik'S MOTO up here. Hold on. Yes, you are my background, bro. What is, let me get the chat out of there. You with me? Can you hear me?
Done.
Yes, I hear you now.
All right, perfect.
What's up, man?
What's up, Don?
You see what's behind me, right?
Yeah.
You see what's behind me. It's your night, bro. Talk to us. So for those people, and I know a lot of us have heard the story 100 times, but I always love hearing it. For those that have not heard the story of how you got started trading, talk to us. What got you started? Let me turn the music down.
A second here.
I didn't even give you a second to breathe, bro. Hold on. Okay, there we go. It's a little bit better.
All right.
What about flipping your phone sideways so we can get the full picture of you?
Go over here in the backyard. All right. So I just got back from getting like super busy. Like time's literally on my ass all the time.
Another haircut? Didn't you just get one the other day?
Yeah, I always cut my hair every week.
Wow, nice. Well, I used to be a barber, so I would love you as a client.
Yeah, I get my hair cut every week.
Flip the
Every
phone
weekend.
sideways, Eric, if you could.
Let's see. It doesn't.
That's
I don't wanna
weird.
flip.
It's not filling up the screen. Okay, no biggie.
I'm flipping my phone.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
So let's see. Let's unlock it. Huh. Yeah, it's been acting strange. This thing.
It's all good. Don't worry about
It
it.
won't
So,
flip. Yeah. So how I got started?
yeah.
Okay, so how I got started was I fell off my dirt bike back in May 28 of 2022, and I was in the hospital injured with my leg all swollen and whatnot, and
Yeah.
I found Coach on TikTok. Like he was training with Jimmy and a couple of guys and girls, and I was just like so hooked on them, watching them trade right online on TikTok, and I just started watching them every single day. Like from then, when I got out of the hospital, I was
Mm-hmm.
watching Coach trade every single day on TikTok, and I started becoming friends with Arlo, and I started becoming friends um with what's her name? She used to trade with us. No,
Puny?
no, I
But
forgot
you're
her name, but
okay.
she was trading with us, and she left the team like a long time ago. But they all got me like involved, and Coach launched the merchandise for the first time. He launched this original hat, this original hat, and I bought it. I bought the hat. I bought the sweater, and I was very excited just to buy the merch. And he asked me if I was part of the team, and I told him I wasn't. Um,
We
and
both
he's
got
like, you
that
know what?
original hat.
Yeah, and he's like, I appreciate you buying the merch, man. I appreciate you, showing up all the time and watching us trade. And he got me into the team for free. So when he opened that door for me, I went all in and I started studying every single day, and I was extremely passionate about it, which I still am. And every single day I would wake up with excitement, wanting to learn from these guys. I would learn from Jimmy, Brady, and Puny, and everybody that's in the team. Um, I paper traded for a long time, for like I would say like at least 6-7 months,
Mm-hmm.
until Coach told me, you know what, it's time for you to trade with real money, and I started trading with real money. And the first call contract that I bought was BBBY,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I
Okay,
paid like
so
about
let me ask you a
20
quick
bucks.
question.
Yeah,
Like back when I started, right? Back in January of last year, I
yeah,
remember a little time went by, and then I would hear Coach say, "Where's Eric at? I need to hear Eric. Eric's the light." You weren't trading like this then, were you? That was before you really got started hitting it big, right?
yeah. I started sizing in bigger my second year.
Wow, dude. Because I used to hear you. You would come in and you would call out levels like nobody's business. And this was right after you had just gotten into doing levels. And you were trading like maybe what, $400 at a time? something like that. That was
Yeah,
a big trade for you. And I
yeah,
remember you saying, yeah, I take my time figuring out where I'm going to put my $400 because I'm not just going to jump into any trade. That's a lot of money. So I need to make sure that I'm like not cherry picking the trades, but picking the trades very carefully and being sort of picky about what you got into. So to see you go from that to within literally, like, honestly, from what I've witnessed from afar, like a 6 month time frame to trading thousands of dollars, man, I'm blown away, Eric. Well, I guess Eric's blown away too. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. You blown away too?
What happened?
I don't know. But yeah, I was just saying I'm blown away by that, man. That's just phenomenal. So, what would you say to new traders that are out there that are listening? That, where should they start? All right, guess we're having some technical issues. What's going on? We're having some technical issues. It might be the area that he's in. Okay, well, uh-oh, nothing in the backstage yet. Let's see here. Might as well go ahead and while he is getting his little thing together there. Shout out to Miranda. Thank you so much, Miranda, for putting everything in the chat down there for us, the links. Chris D, what's going on? John Fields, I see you, bro. Bucko 504, Victoriano, Diesel Dan. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but usually America runs on Dunkin' Donuts, but here at American Dream Trading, we run on Diesel Dan. What's up, bro? Tiki 1958, Ange. What up, Ange? Killing it. Devin. What's up, Devin? Christina. What's up, baby girl? Ambitious man. What's happening? Patience for Pennies is down there. Ted Striker's down there. Santiago's down there. Friday 23 is down there. What is going on, everybody? Sam. I don't know what happened to Eric. It won't allow double hosts. Huh? Okay, here we go. Hey, so what's happening? It's doing some weird stuff on you? You there? Can you hear me?
John? Yeah,
Yeah.
I can hear you now. All right, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so it said you cannot use double host during this live or something like that. That's what it said.
That's weird. I don't know. Restream glitches sometimes. But yeah, so where do we leave off? I think we left off with you telling
giving
us
a tip
basically
to new traders.
Yeah.
Yeah, just take your time. Take your time on learning how to properly trade. Don't skip steps. And just like how you took your time, how to learn everything. You learn how to master the EWO. You master how to read the level 2, how to read volume, how to read candles, understanding news, understanding support resistant lines. You got to master all those critical techniques when it comes to trading, because it's going to help you in the long run. The more you know about everything, the better trader you're going to become. So
Absolutely.
you're a perfect example too, Don. Believe it or not, of you just being patient, not being rushed. There was days where you probably felt like crap, and
Yeah,
but you still hold your ground, and you still went on live, and you still did your thing, and you still had a positive attitude regardless, right? And that's
man, you
what
have
makes
no
you
idea.
stronger.
Yeah, it,
What
it, it
kills you
helps you grow.
exactly. What kills you does, what doesn't make what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and it's been making you stronger. It's
It's one
been
of my
making you more
favorite
confident.
sayings. It's one of my favorite sayings, you know.
And
And it's true. Trading will
sometimes,
beat your ass.
yeah, and it's good though that it does because sometimes sometimes being angry is a good thing
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
when you're angry and you're pissed off, now you force yourself to want to know it or learn it or wanting to succeed.
It's fuel.
And I was frustrated so many times where I felt like a loser. I felt like I wasn't gonna learn this. I felt like it was possibly wasn't for me or whatnot. But just the fact that I was pissed off and I told myself, you know what, I have to learn this. I need to understand this. And the excitement of me wanting to learn more and more and more got me super dialed in. Nothing else faced me,
Yeah.
I didn't care about about the days where I was really red and I wasn't making any money, but um just the fact that I was learning and understanding the process made my day.
What's the smallest position you started out trading?
The smallest position was $20.
Y'all hear that, right? $20. And those of you that are familiar with Eric's most recent trade, $20, dude. So you started with something that most of us would consider infinitesimally small compared to where you are now. But why was that? Why'd you start that small?
Oh no, you meant like account wise? How much did I start with? Oh, I thought you meant like what was the smallest trade?
Um, yeah. Well, okay, let's ask that one. What did your account start at? Like in the very
Because
beginning?
I started off with $1,000 with my account.
Okay, okay.
But
But you were making trades as small,
my
like
smallest
$20
one,
trades.
yeah, exactly. That was my first trade was Bed Bath and Beyond. That was my first
Okay.
call option, and I spent like $20 on it, and I made like 180 some dollars. And
Woo!
then ever since
That was a
then, that's when I
nice
was just like freaking glued on it,
dialed in.
and I just want to know more about it.
Yeah.
And um, yeah, I mean, I would spend days and days and hours. Like people would just probably like lag on in. They'll probably go do their thing and they'll go out and but not me. I would always be at home watching the charts every weekend, even when the market was closed. Um,
Wow.
and yeah, I mean, I mean, I would study so much that it didn't feel like I was studying. It was fun.
You think that
And
was it was fun because you were bought in, you were dialed in, and you wanted to make that money. You wanted to get this right. So it wasn't like work to you, or it wasn't tedious. It was something you wanted to do.
yep.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not a competitive person. I don't think I'm very that competitive, but I'm guessing I'm a little competitive where I feel like when I come to a new subject that I
Hmm.
like to be the best, if not one of the best. You know what I mean?
I do. I do.
So
I know that feeling.
I would spend like Kobe Bryant. He would spend so much freaking time practicing because he wanted to be the best, if not one of the best in his team. And that was my niche. That was my goal. It's like I want to be the fucking badass. I want to answer everybody's questions. I want to understand levels, supports, resistance. I want to understand everything. And I went ahead and I went the extra millions of miles of just spending so much time looking at the screens, looking at the charts. While everybody was asleep, I was awake. When everybody was partying, I was still at home. And I think that's the
Put the
reason why
time.
I got myself dialed in pretty quickly
Mm-hmm.
because that's all I gave it. That's all I cared about was just stocks, and I didn't care about anything else. You know what I mean? My focus was just all that.
Yeah.
And even
Was
till
there
this
anybody that
day,
took you under their wing or anything and helped you out?
heck yeah, heck yeah. All thanks to David, Coach. Um,
Nice.
David helped me out a lot too. He got me dialed in with the EMAs, and Coach, Coach made me who I am today. Um, he made me the trader who I am today, and I'm very comfortable when it comes to trading. Like I know my limits. I know when to stop, when to cool down, when not to get too excited. Proper risk management. And I'm still learning every single day. So it's still a learning curve. I'm not a millionaire or anything like that, but I mean, I made some good, decent amount of money. Um, I'm working towards myself to become a millionaire, but I'm taking my time to become one. There's no rush.
Yeah.
Eventually, we'll all become millionaires. You know, when you stick to the game that long and you stick to
Yeah.
your trades, you'll get there.
You're a pretty good thousandaire, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's it's kind of like David. You know, he likes to have a certain amount of like he makes like about 800 to 1,000 a day. He uses a certain amount of buying power. I'm the same way. Like I don't I don't I don't go. I don't have like a gnarly account. I just like to set my limits. Like I'll have like a $15,000 account, and that for me that's good enough buying power.
Mm-hmm.
With $15,000, or if I want, if I need to put more, I can put more. I can do like 30,000 or whatever. But for the most part, with just me trading with 15 to 10 grand, that's good enough for me to make thousands of dollars.
What's your
Um,
opinion about a cash account versus a margin account for yourself? What are you
well,
thinking?
cash account is just a little bit more dangerous because you can get greedy, um, and you just don't
Cash
want to
or
fall.
margin?
You don't want to fall in that trap where you're below under the 25 and then it just yanks your whole account, because you got so excited on a trade that you went all in or very, very
Right.
deep.
Yeah. So you're talking about margin account, right? So, but with a cash account, I like it because it kind of regulates you a little bit.
Yeah, with the cash account, like that's what I do. I have a cash account.
Yeah.
With the cash account, I don't need to worry about um, me going overboard. I'm more dialed in with my risk management, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I have a set limit. Just like David, he don't need that much money to make money. He can with $10,000 of buying power, that's good enough.
Mm-hmm.
I can use between 15 to 18,000 of buying power, and I probably even use it all. You know what I mean? Um, I just have it there as ammunition so I can execute my trades.
Right.
So when I see a nice setup, I see how much ammunition power I have, and then I'll calculate how much I want to use out of it, and then I'll enter it, and then I'll just start shaving as I go up.
See, that
Um,
speaks volumes to me because you're somebody who's capable and you seem like you have the discipline. You're somebody who's capable of getting a margin account if you want to, just like David, but you guys have the discipline. You're denying yourself. It's just like fasting, when you want to eat and you don't because you're trying to get down to a certain weight or you're trying to get healthy. And that takes strength, brother. So I applaud you for that because it's easy to just go ahead and get a margin account and just trade, but you got the strength not to do it. So I love that. That's awesome.
yeah, just having a really strong risk management and being very careful of your trades. I
Yeah.
get it. Sometimes we can get a little excited wanting to uh, chase every squirrel we see,
Yeah. Every
but
shiny new penny.
sometimes you don't really get much out of those little chasers. When you could have
Yeah.
waited, you could have got a really nice one.
I was
Um,
talking to Christina a couple weeks ago. She said the same thing. She was doing a lot of little hits that weren't amounting to much. And then she finally got it in her head, hey, listen, let me go with a better stock, a better entry, better bet more in the money, you know, and get more bang for my buck. And you see how it turned out for her. She's killing it now.
yeah,
So yeah, that's a good best practice.
yeah. Just look for the right setups. Look for the right evos. If you want to scalp, plan it well. Um, don't just go on a trade without having any type of game plan because that's just entering the trade blindly. And we all have the right strategy, the right setups. Coach made it very easy for us. All we need to do is just follow instructions, follow
Mm-hmm.
orders,
Yeah.
follow the rules, and be very disciplined. If you're not doing so well, time yourself out, go into paper trading mode, and get your flow back, right? And get your your confidence back. And then when you're ready to trade again, trade lightly. Don't trade in too heavy because when you trade in too heavy, then you really can't execute your strategy right. Then you'd be too scared. Um, but yeah, it's crazy how I joined ADT from an accident. You know, I didn't learn anything from stocks or options. It was all new to me. I was I was I was very curious of learning how to trade, but I just didn't know how to, right? And just sticking to the team, asking questions, showing up every single day,
So you had no
and
trading experience at all.
none,
That's crazy, dude.
literally none.
That is so awesome. I put the restream link down in the live chat if anybody wants to come and join the panel, ask Eric any questions if that's cool with you, Eric.
Yeah,
Um, that way we can get the panel filled up. You guys can come up here, ask Eric any questions. Eric, if you want to, share your screen like you normally do and talk about any trades, you're welcome to do that, brother. I appreciate you coming on here and talking to us, man. Really.
absolutely. I don't
Yep.
know why my camera doesn't want to flip. Weird.
But yeah, man. Guys, Erik's Moto in the house. Let's go, baby. You are so
Let's
famous for that. Let's
go.
go. We need to get a t-shirt. We need to get some ADT t-shirts to say let's go on it in big
Let's
letters.
go.
Let's go. Come on by. Everybody, let's go. Let's come get on the panel, y'all. Come ask Erik some questions if you wanted to ask him questions. If you want to go over your trades, if you want to talk about your day, how did you do? Speaking of which, there's 3 links that's down there in the it's also in the description of the video, as well as right here in the live chat. It's americandreamtrading.com. That's where you will go to get trained up, just like Erik's Moto and myself and many others down there in the chat by Coach Chad Christian. You'll get the if you get the VIP green right now, there is a discount code. VIP 500 gets you 500 off our VIP plan. And that will give you one-on-one type style training with coach every morning. That will give you trading view indicators that you can use to help you navigate trades. That'll get you, what else is in there, Erik? That'll get you workshop classes once a month. You can't beat that. You cannot beat that. And then if you
Absolutely.
upgrade to either the VIP Gold, the Gold Complete, or the VIP Lifetime, which, by the way, is getting ready to be discontinued. So get it now while there's $1,000 off. Use discount code Summer1000, and you'll get $1,000 off your membership fees for the first year. So it's 500 off your first year of VIP, 1,000 off your first year of VIP Gold goal complete or lifetime by going to americandreamtrading.com. And Miranda has so graciously pinned that link up to the top of the chat, so you don't need to search for it. Also, tip your moderators, guys. My tip jar is right down there because this is my home. My tip jar is right down there in the chat. If you want to grace that, that is much appreciated. I'm humbled by it. It helps me keep the lights on. Erik'S MOTO also has a tip jar. Thank him for his time. His tip jar is right over in Discord. If you're a member of ADT, go ahead on over to the Discord and bless Erik's tip jar just for him being here tonight and giving us his time, because we appreciate it. You know what I mean?
What
So,
all the tip is gonna go straight back to Don.
oh man, you're so crazy. No, man, I appreciate you coming on here, Erik. You deserve it, man. You're awesome. You're amazing. And you're so humble. You never come in with a huge ego. You're always willing to help people. You're always willing to answer questions. You know, I never like hear you get flustered, you know? So, yeah,
That's
that's
good.
crazy.
And because when it comes to trading, guys, it should be like a free game. Like, you know, like it shouldn't be like a 9 to 5 experience. You know, it's you're the CEO to your own business, to your own trading world, and we're all just a bunch of friends. You know, just helping each other out, make money with each other. You know,
Yeah. Yep.
and it's just awesome. It's a good feeling. Clicking a button using a mouse, and you start seeing it go green, and you're like, oh snap, I'm up some money. And it's a good feeling.
Man, let me tell
And
you, that is so funny. Today I did that with the waiting in the weed strategy that Nate's been on me about. He's like,
hmm
that's perfect for you. That's what you need to focus on. But I didn't want to do it because I was trading. I wasn't looking at it with the respect that it deserved because I'm trading with such a small account and my gains weren't that little. Well, I was focusing on the money, you know, instead of
hmm
actually doing the trade right and getting
right,
the process right. And today I had so much fun. It's like I didn't go into today. Well, after studying all weekend, I went into today ready, happy, you know, no fears of losing any money or anything. I had just meditated, cleansed myself of all that fear, and just came in today fresh, you know. Ange, my accountability partner, we talked on and off this weekend, and I was just like, I'm ready, you know what I mean? I'm ready to go in there Monday and kick some ass. So today I was like, okay, come on, hot stock picks, what are we gonna do? You know what I mean? And I just
yep,
started looking at each one, going through this weekend. I went through all of June's hot stock picks and wrote them in a notebook and put stars next to the ones that had repeated. And I just started looking through them to see if anything was running. But luckily, we had some stuff that was top gainers today that started running, and MLGO was one of them. It was a repeat, but it was one of them. And I'm like, okay, MLGO, you know, 438. The first thing I do now, Erik, is I go straight down to support on the L2 and see where that's at. That's the
yep,
very first thing I do. And then I go look at it and see where it is up on the chart and see if it's a critical level. Has it hit this multiple times, or it's just some bullshit phony order down here? You know what I mean?
hmm
And if I see that it has hit that support level multiple times, I'll go ahead and stick a Danny DeVito, which to me is like one share, just to get in it right above that and wait for it to pick me up. And almost every time it picks me up. And as soon as it picks me up, because I'm down so low, it immediately starts going up. And I'm like, okay, you know, this is like not this easy. But like 90% of the time it works. Every now and then, if the floor will drop out and it may continue to go down, but I'll take that being 10% of the time versus
absolutely,
90% losing. And I'm like, okay, if this is the way that I need to trade for me to be successful, then I'm going to embrace it. And I went with that today. I was
hmm
so happy to make 50 cents, bro. You have no idea. I was so happy to make $1. You know, I'm like, yes, because it was a green trade, Erik. You know,
absolutely,
that meant I had done the process right. I got in when I was supposed to get in. It went up, and I wasn't greedy and kept waiting for it to go higher and higher and higher. I set my limit. I got out right before the big wall. Every time I made money. And I'm like, okay, Look, Dawn, seriously, calm down because you know as soon as you're able to go in with 1,000 shares, what that means, right? So
Mhm.
just chill. Let's put that on the back burner and do this like this for like a good month, dude. Just
Yep.
just just keep doing this. Just
Yep.
make sure you got it. And another thing, I watched a lot of videos this weekend, coach, and I watched some L2 stuff, and I watched Tom and Sales, and I picked up a few tricks this weekend that I wasn't necessarily doing as far as watching the colors
Hmm.
and being able to tell the flow of the market, which way it's going. And
Yep.
every little thing you can do to add to that, do it. You know what I mean? Every
Absolutely.
little thing. So there's 113 people down there. How come Eric and I are the only ones on the panel? Come on now. He's told us his story. Come on up here, guys. At least DJ Vinny, somebody, come on up here and hang out with us, man. We look crazy up here, just the two of us. Come on now.
Just the two of us.
We can make it if we try. Come on, everybody. Look, I think they got an attitude. Oh, you don't want us on the panel? Is that what's it? Eric. Oh, okay. We can't get on the panel because Eric's. Come on, don't be like that.
Brutal.
Don't be like that. Come on up here. I just wanted to talk to him one-on-one for a few minutes. I wanted Eric to myself just for a few minutes. Thank you. I thought I was going to have to talk. I was blue in the face if somebody came up here. All right, there we go. F. Look, I've whittled it down to F.
Let's go,
What-
F.
What's going on, man?
Not much. How are you guys watching the show and day of work? Done some trading today. Done very well, and
You have been doing
probably my
well.
best day yet. So not a comma, but I'm
Who cares? You're
Let's
green.
go. Let's
You're
go,
green, man. Letlet's give him the bell, Eric.
Woo!
Good job, F. So talk to us. What was it? What stock did you trade?
Tesla. I did. I got a call early and traded
Nice.
it before while I was on break and made a couple hundred on it and then I did the MGOL and a couple other ones, quick ones, and made like $280 some today. So
Wow. Way
Nice.
to go, F.
Let's go.
Nice.
That's how you do it.
Guys, let's talk about MGOL. What's up, Vinny? Let's talk about
What's going on?
MLGO, actually. What is Eric, did you play that at all today?
No, I didn't.
You don't do
But
shares,
I saw
do
it
you?
though. No, I don't really do shares. I'm mostly
Man.
an option trader.
Yeah,
That
I didn't
thing-
trade it either.
You didn't, Vinny, you
What?
didn't get in on MLGO at all?
Nah, I was in on SPY.
Oh, oh my God. Y'all have money on the table big time.
I'll have to put it
Oh
on my
my
list tomorrow.
Well, it's probably tired as hell now. It ran freaking 10, 15 bucks. That's
It'll happen
crazy,
again.
man. Yeah, that one's definitely going on the watch list. I'm like, MLGO is there to stay because it literally went from trading $4 a share this morning at 4 o'clock. It was actually,
For
I got in
real?
at $4.38. $4.38, E.
I have a question for Eric.
Crazy. Yeah.
You there?
Is it about
Yeah, go for it,
SPX?
DJ. Yeah.
No. I wanted to know what was your most profitable trade ever?
Oh, that's a good question.
My most profitable trade was AM.
AM.
Yeah,
And?
it was a
Is that
pharmaceutical
a stock?
This was AM was the pharmaceutical stock. It was the fresh IPO that came out later, and I had made around 32,000.
What? Holy crap.
Was that on options or shares?
No, that's
32,000 on AM.
Shares or options?
On AM it was I did shares.
Cool.
wow.
Yeah, that was AM, and that was a stock that it was during December. I don't know if you guys remember.
Mm-hmm.
I invested. I forgot how much, but I had bought a a buttload of shares, and I believe even options too. I just can't recall, but I was up the first initial run. I was up 18,000 from its first halt, and then after I unhalted, it was just unhalting like throughout the entire day towards the upside, and it went up
Wow.
like over 1,000% that day. I even have the video
Wow.
still saved on my phone. Um, but yeah, the first halt I went up to like 18,000, and then the second halt brought me up to like 24,000. And
That's
then
amazing.
I just left. I didn't. I was so sketched out that I just left. I just let it run. You know what I mean? I don't know
Yeah.
what to do
I don't.
because I was still kind of like new, so I didn't know about shaving at that time. So I was like all in or nothing type of thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was just like, what the heck? And it just kept halting towards the upside. It never halted towards the downside. And when it went up to 31, it halted again, and then it went up again a little bit. I was up 32 and some change, and then I got out at
Wow.
32
Wow.
5 or some shit. Yeah, I still have it saved on my Snapchat.
Now, what
Oh my
was your
God. What'd
worst?
you do? Screen record it?
I videotaped it on my laptop with my cell phone.
Oh my God. You need to send me
Yeah,
that, bro.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it
Now,
to you today.
what was your worst trade ever? With
The
your worst
worst
loss?
trade, the worst trade was about 5,000 minus five
Ouch.
grand on SPY. And
Wow.
that's because I was just very ignorant, and I felt like it was gonna go a certain way, and I wasn't really dialed in with the 9 to 21 and 55 at that time. I was mostly just using the Evo and the super
Yeah.
trend. So that being said, I got into heavily on SPY. I think I had like over 80 call options or whatever,
Oh my.
and that thing was just kept tanking and tanking and tanking, and I was just like, no, it's gonna reverse, it's gonna reverse, it's gonna reverse, and sure enough, it just dropped even more, and I just got out. I got out like at minus 5,000 and some change, and that
Ouch.
day I was just like, I had I had lost pretty much almost all my entire gains and whatnot, and all the hard work that I put in,
Right.
and um, I still had some buying power to trade. So from that day, I was just very, very smart with SPY, and I started learning more like the support resistance lines with SPY. I started learning its characteristics and how it moves, the option prices and whatnot, the strike prices,
Right.
and as I was trading SPY every single day, I started getting more comfortable with it.
Right.
And yeah, now it's like whatever, dude. Like I can trade SPY like if I'm trading forward, like it don't really scare me out. SPX, that's probably my next. That'll probably be the next stock you be hearing me talk about next year, maybe. When I'm more experienced. But
I knew you
for right
wanted
now, I'm
that.
just trading Yeah, that's gonna be
I knew you
next.
wanted
But
that.
that's probably going to be next
So,
year. Like, watch next year, you'll probably be hearing me talk about SPX and this and that. But I'm not trading SPX until I have over 500,000 account.
now my next
Don't
question
Accounts
for
in
blame me.
you is,
SPX.
what is your favorite to trade?
Apple and
What's
SPY.
your favorite? Apple and SPY.
Apple and Apple and SPY. Apple and SPY are my playgrounds. Those are the only two video games I play. You know what I mean?
I
Those are the
get
only
it.
two video games I play. I love playing
I
SPY and I love playing Apple.
no,
It's like playing a video game. When you get to know the video game, when you get to know the stock, its behavior, its volume, you get very comfortable playing it. You can just hop in the controller and just start playing it. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's why it's very important to pick a stock, get familiar with it, get to know it, and trade the heck out of it. Spend a good amount of time learning that stock, and sooner or
Right.
later you're gonna be so comfortable trading that, gonna help others, trade that stock. You know what I mean? Because you'd be like, oh, I'm the Nvidia man. I got you because Nvidia is my thing, and you can say that because
Right.
you've been trading it for such a long time that technically it is your thing. It's your video game. It's your niche. So I made Apple and I made Spy my video game. So I understand how the way Spy moves. Check this out. I know how Spy moves. How do I use Spy? And how do I learn how to trade Spy? Through freaking
Yes.
day. Remember when I was telling
Yep.
you guys, oh, SPX is this, SPX. I don't even gotta look at Spy. I can close Spy. I could just look at SPX. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
how did I learn that? By me spending so much time trading Spy
That's
that you start picking these small little skill sets, these little extra little skill sets, and that's how I started realizing, oh snap, like SPX is a Spy, so I'm not just looking at SPX because SPX gives me the news first. You know what I mean? Shit, man, most is killing.
right.
And that's how you get so dialed in, dude. Just by looking at SPX, looking at the triple Qs, looking at Apple, looking at Spy, they all correlate with each other. Um,
Right.
so spend some good amount of time, pick your poison, and trade it. Get good
Now,
at it.
what I tell everybody as far as SPY and SPX, don't look at the dollar amount, look at the percentage behind it, and that's how you'll see the correlation of the two.
Yep,
That's what I use. I use the percentage behind the dollar SPX.
yep,
Definitely.
absolutely.
I agree. I like them too, Eric. It's like as far as options, and I've kind of tested all of them, and I don't do well for some reason with Google, Amazon, a lot of the other stuff. But Apple, I tend to, out of, let's just say, out of 10 Apple trades I've ever made, I've made money on like maybe 6 or 7 of them. That's good enough for me. Spy, same
And let
thing.
me ask
Maybe
you a question.
maybe 50-50 on Spy.
And where do you
Yeah.
spend most of your time at? Where do you spend most of your time at? On
What
Apple
do you mean?
and Spy, probably, right?
Yeah.
In that playground, you probably spend yourself playing around that playground more. That you feel
Yeah.
very comfortable playing in that playground, right? Now, when you jump
Yep.
into a different playground, the Google playground, now you're like, okay, like it looks kind of familiar. You're writing these candles, but it's a different playground, dude. Believe it or not,
Yeah.
a different
Yeah.
volume, different moves, and maybe this playground moves a little bit slower than this playground, and then in your head you're just like, shit, this is so boring. I don't like this playground. And then
Because you don't know.
next thing you know, you're not doing so well because you're taking all these 1,000 cuts because it's not correlating within your head. So when you spend a good amount of time playing in that playground, then you kind of understand how that playground moves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the reason why you do much better on the other playground with Apple and with Spy is because you spend a little bit more time there. And that's where I'm coming from is spend some more time on a particular stock and a stock that works with you, that works with your account, right? Don't pick a stock that you only have $500 and you're over here looking at Nvidia. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. Like, dude, like leave that to Ted, leave that to Coach, leave that to people who have money. You know what I mean?
Right.
That can buy in the money, not super far out in space that you're gonna be spinning on ice when that thing moves.
Right.
Everybody's gonna be like, bro, where you at? You're still in the goddamn starting line. I'm over here sipping champagne. You know what I mean? Like bro, like
In the
the race
victory
already
lane,
left.
right?
Exactly, and you're over here waiting to get like you're
At
still
the
at 0%.
starting line.
You're still minus $1. You're like, what the hell? Why hadn't I moved?
That's
That
a
is
good
so
point.
true. That
That's
is
a
so
good point,
true.
Bill.
That got me out of it. It took me getting, you know, sitting there, and yeah, I made a couple dollars off a few plays like that. But in the end of the day, take that same 10 trades, I'll ask the same question. And out of 10 of those trades, I made money on like maybe 3 or 4 of them. So it's like that was enough for me to say, okay, a whole year of this shit, that lets me know, nah, that's not the strategy. After 9 months now, because think about it, started hanging out with Nate and Mark in the aftermarket at September. We're now in June. After 9 months of sitting there watching the L2 with those guys and listening to what they said and watching their plays,
Yep,
that's my playground. That I have
absolutely.
found my playground. And I'm like, okay, this is my damn playground right here. I can do this. I'm doing it. Every time I try it, I do it. So I'm like, okay, there you go. Just keep doing that, and then increase your position size 6 months from now,
There you go.
and don't look back. You know,
Yep.
So the moral of the story is stay in your own place, keep your own
find
playground.
your lane and stay in that bitch. Excuse my French.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get good at it.
Stay
Get
in
good at
your
your
own
own
playground.
playground.
Find your lane and
Um,
stay right in it. Yeah.
It's like we said in the
yeah,
military,
because
stay in your
I'm sorry.
playground.
That was rude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm putting something in the jar, Coach. I'm taking care of it. No more. I'm sorry.
They went to tips.
well, what's it
Uh,
called? And then, like, when you're entering a trade, guys, really think to it. Don't just like enter a trade because you're excited and everybody else is excited, and everybody has that problem. You know what I mean?
yep.
Tell yourself, like, why should I enter this trade? Am I entering at the right time? Am I entering too late? Am I entering because I'm excited or because I'm bored?
Right.
Or am I
Right.
entering because I see a movement there, a possible movement? You know what I mean? So when you don't waste your, what I'm trying to say is don't waste your buying power on momento, just
Yes.
dumbly. You utilize your buying power righteously. Use it right. So whatever buying power you have, you can manipulate it. You can flip it. You have $50. Okay, great. You can make $20 out of it. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
don't just jump in because everybody's excited. I'm gonna enter too. I want to get that sugar rush. Well, it's not really good, when you eat too much sugar. What happens? You get cavities. It's the same thing. The stock it goes up a little, and then boom, it just yanks down on you. And you're like, whoa, yeah, because you enter
Yeah.
late, buddy. All these people, they've been riding it for like 30 minutes. Or they've been riding it for like the
Yeah.
10, 15 minutes, and you enter because that FOMO. Just stop with that. You gotta think. You gotta think 10 times ahead of that. You gotta ask
Smart.
yourself exactly. Be a smart trader. Ask yourself like, hey, should I enter? Why am I entering? Am I entering because I'm excited, or do I see more of a potential move here, or should I just quickly scalp it and just get out? Make a game plan and then execute it. If your gut's telling you not enter, you know what? It's too late. Wait for your right setup. There's
Yep.
Uh-oh. It kicked him out and put him right back in.
so
There
There you
yeah,
go.
like, there's always going to be setups, guys, in the stock market, and I get it, guys. It sucks. It sucks, when you see a nice juicy setup and you're not in it, and half the world's in it, and you're just like staring behind the screen, like, like,
I've been in a few of those days.
you know what I mean? Like, you just kind of
Yeah,
want
I've
just
had a couple
you
of
kind
them
of want that
days.
you kind of want it to end already, right? Because you want it for like,
Right.
okay, what is
I'm
my
like, I
turn?
remember,
What is my
dude,
setup?
remember like a couple months ago, SPY went down profusely, like twice. I
Yeah.
missed both of those setups. I'm sitting there like, okay, how long can it go down? Jesus. It was just like, you're not in it. I'm like, Oh my God. Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was
it
cool.
sucks. Trust me, it sucks. And especially when they're all throwing you in your face, like, oh, it's going in. Trust me, it sucks. And I try to keep my cool too when I get excited because I know the feeling too when you're not in that nice trade.
Yeah.
Um, but relax, go walk it off, go walk, go drink some water, and don't let that FOMO get to you because it's already ran, dude.
Yeah.
It's done. Like the roller coaster already went on. Now you can scalp it really quick, but do you really want to use your buying power for that?
Right. Uh-oh.
It's like the day I went to the dentist and I had teeth pulled, and I come back to the house here, and SPY dropped like $7, and I was like, I missed all that.
Yeah, that was probably one of those days that I'm talking about.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, man. You know what?
So
I'm gonna put him out so that he can go ahead and try to get back in.
yeah, maybe it's a connection or his connection.
Try to come back in, Eric. But yeah, he is absolutely right. You know what I mean? It's like you got to get dialed in and find what you're good at, and don't jump into stuff like today with IWM. It was like after having some trades and getting, if Nate's right, you got to get your feet wet in the morning if you can. But if you take a smaller trade, already my eyes were trained to wait because I had done waiting for those 4 shared plays this morning. So I'm like, okay, I'm not just going to run. I went and looked at it. Everything was diverging. The 9 was way over the 21. The 21 was way over the 55. The cloud was separating pretty much right off the bat. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm still going to give it a couple candles. And when they started going over the 9, I'm like, okay, you know what? We're going to go ahead and get 5 shares. I did 1 out of the money. That's it. That very first one. And I'm like, or it might have been the second one. But I was like, nah, hell no. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a little bit of that one.
Yeah, once they start breaking outside that 9, that's it.
Yep.
That's the best time to be in it.
Hey, so sorry about that, guys. I was outside and I'm in Palm Springs right now, and my phone said it got overheated.
Oh,
What?
you know what? That
Damn.
will happen with Restream. Yeah, it'll happen with Restream. Be careful.
Yeah, so it overheated. So yeah, guys.
I put mine on an ice pad.
We have a really good team. Coach set up a good strategy for us, right? And like I said earlier, your job is just to follow orders, follow the rules, and study as much as you can. The more you can get yourself dialed in, the more you're gonna hop yourself out, the better trader you're gonna become, and the more you're gonna hop yourself out and your family as well. So learn this, take this to heart. Have some fun too with it, study up, watch as many videos as you can, and master everything about trading. Master how to use the level 2, master how to use the volume, master how to work the EWOs, the EMAs, and then some, right?
Right.
If you're a brand new trader, my advice is take it slow, man. No need to rush, no need to become a millionaire in a month or so. It's really hard to do that. We have done it. We have Jimmy and Brady that have done it. But my recommendation is take the time to learn. Kind of like how Dawn did it. She took the time to learn. Um, she took a lot of L's, but with those L's does come with the price. And look where she's at right now. She's learned so much. Same with me. Same with DJ Vinny. Same with F2. The more practice you show, the more screen time you have, the more you're gonna know. The more you're gonna know about these stocks. That's how I was able to correlate SPX with SPY and the triple Qs and Apple, you start using like a little cheat sheet code. As you start trading, you start using certain indicators to kind of cheat the system, if you will. Um, but the end of the day is believe in yourself, right? You're the CEO to your own trading. Don't let anybody else discourage you. Don't let anybody else's winnings discourage you. And when you click that mouse, really, really think behind it. Don't just buy or sell. Really think behind it, man. That's the reason why you're here. Um,
And know why you're pushing that button.
know
Is
why
this
you're
the right
pushing it
setup?
exactly,
Is
and
this the right candle? Is this the right Evo?
exactly.
No willies.
Make sure that when you're in the matrix, you are in the matrix. You're not over here watching YouTube videos or TikTok videos and being distracted. No, when you're trading, you're trading. So take it seriously. Stay focused. Stop diddling around or goofing around. Get yourself dialed in the matrix, and that way you're not missing an opportunity. And I see that happen a lot of times where we're talking about maybe a different subject, and I'm over here. I'm not looking at anything else. What I'm looking at is I'm looking at SPX. I'm looking for SPX next move. So that's the reason why I'm always saying, oh, SPX at 470.84. If it can break and hold, it's going to be lights off for SPY. And that's how I'm able to catch all these gnarly cool moves, because I'm laser focused. I'm looking at SPX the entire time. Because at any given moment, I can take advantage of that nice drop or that nice climb. Um. So yeah, I feel like we all can learn this. It took me almost 2 years to really get dialed in. The first year should be like your learning curve, right? Don't expect to make a lot of money your first year. Just me being realistic. My first year I didn't make that much money. Um, but it was mostly my learning curve, learning how to trade options, learning how to trade shares, learning how to trade um, cover card options or whatever, cash secured puts, you name it. Take your time, take your time, and learning how to trade. Don't rush yourself. Start off small with a small account so you can teach yourself how to build a small account to a bigger account, and you stay focused. You know, that's how I got myself very dialed, because I was very focused. I had a game plan. I wanted to learn how to trade, and I don't want to half-ass it either. I really wanted to learn how to trade and make serious cash. What we do is it's it's very fruitful. You can make a lot of dough when trading stocks. You can make a year's salary, for crying out loud. And you can happily say, "Oh, I made a year's salary in a day." How did you do that? By clicking a button. I trade stocks. I trade SPY. I trade SPX. You will get to that level, but it's going to take time. It's like a pro basketball player doesn't become a pro in one day. He's gonna have to go through his levels. You know what I'm saying? And then once he gets to a certain level, boom, he becomes a pro. Now he's making all this money. It's the same thing with trading. You go through these micro levels. You start off with 5 contracts, 10 contracts, 20 contracts, 30 contracts, 50 contracts, 100 contracts, and then some. And then you start realizing that it's all the same. It's now I have to just size in more. When you size in more, you're gonna make more money. Um, so believe in yourself, guys. Don't let anybody else discourage you. Start off small. Let the account grow, and don't be shy whether you made $10, $15. Who cares? Take the green, because that $15, I kid you not, it's gonna make you very, very confident from yesterday, when you lost $5. Just making
Absolutely.
$5 really builds this much amount of more confidence in your head. Walking away green, and
Amen
I
to
didn't
that.
I started off with one contract, with two contracts, and then I went from 20th to 50 to 100 to 300 to and then some. Um, as you trade more in contracts or more in shares, it is a different mindset because now you have you have a lot of money tied up now, and you're like, oh, like at any given moment you can potentially lose a grip of money too, because when you're in a lot, same thing how you can make a lot, you can also lose a lot in a
Yeah.
matter of seconds. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be even more precautious when you're in more deeply. Your mind is more fired up, and yeah, it's scary and it's harder, but you train your mind to that level. You work yourself to that level. You don't just start off right off the bat 500 call contracts on SPY. You're not gonna know what to do with those 500s.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be up green the first two candles, but what about the third candle when it turns red? You're not gonna know what to do,
Mm-hmm.
right? But
Right.
That's
if you
right.
start off small, if you start off with five contracts, then you practice with that. Then you know how to execute it when you see a red candle or when you see hit a strong resistance. You know how to shave.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it takes time to get dialed in. I'm not the world best ADT trader. I'm still have a lot to learn, and like I said, I thank Coach and I thank Ted and I thank everybody, the whole community who made me who I am today. And just I just showed up every day. I there wasn't a day where I didn't show up. I was always here every single day. And I noticed that about you too, Don, that you always been here. And because you being here, you learned a lot, right?
Yeah, definitely. Put a lot of screen time in, a ton of screen time. So it stands to reason that it would finally um come around, or I would wake up and the light bulb would finally go off. You know what I mean? So it takes people different amounts of time, and it's because different things click and resonate with different people. And it's like there's so much involved in trading that you never know what's going to be your niche. So you
Yep.
have to really kind of dip your toe in Danny DeVito toe in a little bit of everything. Some people found that, hey, I suck at day trading, but I'm good at cash secure puts and cover calls. I'm good at the wheel strategy.
Yep.
Or I can't do that, but I am a good day trader. And then you get into day trading. I can't do the 2 minute EWO for shit, but I'm good at scalping. Or I can't scalp for shit, but I'm good at the 2 minute EWO. I can't do nothing but wait in the weeds. Okay, that's me. That's Nate. I don't do nothing but the L2. So it's different strokes for different folks. You have to find what is good for you and then do it. Stick to it. You know. I was
Absolutely.
looking at a couple of the comments down here. Brandon Cozy said hardest part about waiting, right? Waiting the 30 minutes is you kind of, and I read the whole thing, you kind of hear other people kind of making money and you're sitting on your hands. That is FOMO, brother. And you're just going to have to let that go. If you're brand new, which I know you are, you're just going to have to suck that up and let that 30 minutes pass you by. Go take a walk or something. Go have a drink of orange juice. Go chart something
Those are
else.
orange juice.
Go chart something, because it's very, it makes you squirrel, shiny new pet. It makes you feel like you want to run after everything that you hear. I know I've been doing it for a long time now. A year is a long time to do this, and it's nothing in the scheme of things. Kurt's been doing it 30 years, but a long time to deal with that type of mentality and realize that it was wrong. And so just try to just get your mind off of it. Don't listen to what other people are doing. Like Eric said, chances are if you hear somebody call something out and they're excited about it, they've already been in it for like 3 minutes. And 3 minutes in trading is huge. You miss a ton of stuff in 3 minutes. And also, if you get in at 3 minutes late, you can that 3 minutes, dude, is the difference between you actually making money and losing money and not being able to make up for it. 3 minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes. So Yeah, that's huge. You know, so you really just get comfortable with sitting on your hands for that first 30 minutes. You know, that's just like waiting in the weeds. I'm on it now, right? But sometimes you wait a half. I know that's all I'm talking about. That you will wait a half an hour to get picked up if you get picked up. You got to be okay with shit. I didn't get picked up. That stock took off without me and never came back to pick me up. Oh, well, oh, well. So, what you do is you find a new set of weeds if you want to still play that stock. Get out of what you were in. And since it's a higher tier now, you need to find the weeds for that tier. So, it doesn't mean you can't play the stock. It just means you have to change your strategy and sit there and plan it. Don't just jump in or start chasing it. It's like, okay, let me look for some new weeds. It's now gone to this bracket. So what's the lowest that I can get in this bracket? If that's your strategy, waiting in the weeds. That's how you do that. Don't just chase it if it doesn't pick you up, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was perfect what you said, Don. And
Thanks, man.
game plan, having a game plan. Always have a game plan in all your trades. I always have a game plan like every single time when I'm looking at SPX. I know where I'm going to enter, and I know where I'm going to shave, and I know where I'm going to exit just by looking at the chart. Like I
Do you
always say,
follow
like,
the
I
9
hope.
religiously, or do you wait for the 21 to follow the 9 before you get in something? Or do you wait for all three of them to, like, how many stars will you go in on?
It all depends on volume. If there's a lot of volume, then I'll get in early, right?
Right.
If
Okay.
it's a
Okay.
decent amount of volume, like if the river just suddenly just started
I
to get
get
really
that.
wide, then I'm
Yeah.
entering on even maybe on the first Evo candle, and I'm gonna wait patiently for that second for a confirmation. But that's only when I see a good decent amount of volume. Now, when it's moving kind of slow and you're starting to see like the Evos formulate very slowly, then that's when I'm very patient, right? Because the
Yep.
volume's not really there.
Right.
Yeah, 2 minute Evo. I'll enter on SPY. That'll be my first initial entry. I'll enter, let's say, 40 call contracts towards the upside, and then once we hit our first resistance, I'll go ahead and knock off some weight. I'll shave off maybe 5 or 8 to collect some profits, secure some profits.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the next step that I'm gonna look for is for the 21 and the 55 to cross, right? Once the 21 and 55 crosses, that's gonna be my second confirmation towards the upside, giving me a second boost towards the upside. You know what I mean? That's like the freaking third rocket propellers launching towards the upside. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yep.
So the fourth rocket launch actually activated. Once you see the 2155, you start seeing the fourth rocket launcher operate. You start starting the flames coming out. And then once you start seeing that crossover, that's when you start seeing it move towards the you start seeing it picking it up. And then you start going towards the moon.
Look, first the cookies, now the rockets.
Now the rocket launchers.
And Eric, what about the 200?
So that fourth rocket launcher is going to boost you towards the moon. You know what I mean? So you're over here riding the rocket, like, yeah, baby, my fourth rocket launcher just turned on. So now you're going towards the upside. And then once you start getting very slow, it's because you're about to land in the moon. And then once you land on the moon, that's it, you get out.
There you go. There you go. Look, Coach is gonna be talking about this tomorrow. Eric with the rockets last night. I can hear him now.
You're all drawing rockets and blasting off and touching down on the moon.
Eric's launching rockets and shit on the aftermarket. I can hear him already saying.
So
man.
treat that like your second confirmation towards the upside. Treat it like your fourth rocket launcher being launched. that's what's gonna help you move towards the upside. You know what I mean? Because if you don't have your fourth launcher, then it's most likely gonna fall back down because it needs its fourth rocket launcher to move it up. So that's your confirmation is at 21 and 55. You know what I mean? So once that 21 55 crosses, you should tell yourself, yes, my fourth rocket launcher activated. Now it's gonna push me even higher towards the moon. So now you gotta just look for critical levels towards the upside, right? You gotta look for your strong resistance lines.
Eric,
Uh-huh.
what about your 200?
The MA200?
Yeah, you forgot the 200.
Yeah, absolutely. So the MA200 is very, very critical because anything above the MA200 is what, Vinny?
I don't want to mess it up.
Say that again.
Anything above the 200 is what?
Oh, that's 6-star.
Yep, absolutely. And it's close. So anything above the 200 is close. Anything below the 200 is going to be most likely puts.
There you go.
That's
So,
right.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Hi, Jen.
Hi. Hi, Jen.
I did all that just to say hi.
I'm like, she's like, I'm like, you want to say hi to everybody? Let me get rid of the background. Hold on.
The,
Next time I'll click the link.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
So I want to show you guys the first trade that I did on SPY. I'm going to show you guys how I executed that thing. Give me 1 second.
Let's get you set up.
yes.
Damn, these salsas are hard. Nala.
Hudson Miller, I'm constantly finding reasons to not get in trades, which is also costing me money, though. So keep that in mind, because there are lots of, I'm sorry guys, with me having to enlarge my screen, there are lots of times that I'm like, now I don't know. Now I don't want to get myself, and then I'm okay. So basically, the bottom line is, you end up waiting too long, and you don't end up. You think you're missing money by not getting in the trade, bruh. The cool thing about that is you didn't lose any money either. You know what I mean? And it gives you more screen time to see what the stock does, so that next time you're even more prepared. Would you agree with that, Eric?
Absolutely.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, don't sweat the small stuff. If you can't get in, don't worry about it. I've gotten so where I'm like, I used to be like that. I'm like, God damn it, I missed the trade. But I'm like, okay, that's money I'm not gonna lose. It's money I'm not gonna get, but it's money I'm not gonna lose either. And there'll be another opportunity. This market is here every day. Opportunities come every. Look at MLGO today, guys. Who'd have thunk it? MLGO ran last week. It didn't run like it did today. So what does that tell you? You know, different opportunities come every day in the market. So don't feel bad because you missed one. There'll be another one.
Well, let me just fix my chart here.
Hey, Eric, while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and play the video of today.
Okay.
Okay, we got the 2-minute EWO set up. Shout out to Carter. Carter puts all the YouTube videos on here for us, and he does a lot of work on them. So we're going to watch this real quick while Eric is getting set up. Let's see here. There we go. Make it full screen here. All right, 2-minute EWO setup. You ought to love this one, Vinny.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it calls on support? Support was at 450.67. Everybody seeing that on your pre-market sheets? So we can see here calls on support. Okay. That's this. You can see it came right back up to where we said. Now, if you look at the pre-market idea, it was 450.150. That was right here. You can see it hovered on this area, broke free. Came back down for a retest. What do we do on support?
calls on support.
Calls.
Thank you. Here's your support on our exact level we called out 35 to 40 minutes before the bell rang. There's your next level, and it just went up the rest of the day. So this is how you guys can use the pre-market setup. Let's look at the 2-minute EWO because this is where it can get tricky. Right here, this is danger, danger, danger. I don't like this stuff. And this is what sucks. This one right here could toast us. And that's okay. I'd rather that happen than the alternative, right? So let's look at your 2-minute EWO setup. Right here is your buy. That is this candle. It runs to the upside. You're making a ton of money. Pulls back. Touches VWAP. Never breaks. Runs to the upside. Flat lines. Pulls back. Let's look at this in a couple different ways. Let's look at this in a couple different scenarios. What I like to do is called a 50, 20, 20, 10 shedding method. This is where we like to shed or shave off some contracts, right? So let's say we started with 10 contracts. Okay, let's say the first pullback, we got rid of 50. The second pullback, we got rid of 20. It drops below VWAP, I'm out. There was no other time for me to continue to shed. Does that make sense? If it breaks through VWAP and holds, that's the second candle confirmation, I'm out. So if you guys got out here, I don't blame you at all, right? You made your money 50% here. It breaks VWAP. We get out of that trade. You made a ton of money, right?
That had a little bit of everything in it. All right, are you ready?
Yeah. Let me see if I can flip my camera. Oh, why? It won't. Let's see. How do you flip the camera to a different view? Okay. Presentation. Nope. All right. So I guess I can't flip my camera. That sucks. I flip it, doesn't want to flip.
Oh, wait a minute. What was that? There we go. Whatever you were hitting, it worked. Yeah, look at that.
You can see it now?
What the heck? We did, something happened where we saw it on the whole screen.
Okay, let's see.
What did you just click? Did you just click something on your computer or something, or?
No, I just clicked back.
Or on your phone? That's weird. It's going to,
But anyways, I guess I can't flip it. So the got in on SPY in the morning. Here, let me see. Why is it showing it that way? It's so strange. Here, let me exit out of the Zoom real quick. I'll sign in again.
Okay. Everybody dipped out. F2. What are y'all talking about down there in that chat? Bulls versus Bears. What's up? Mustang Chris. Hey, Mustang Chris, I heard what happened, man. Towards the end, I had to come over here and get ready, but I'm sorry that happened to you, brother. That sucks, man. You know, mechanics is everything. And when freak accidents happen like that, that sucks. So I hope you get through that. Okay.
All right, finally. Okay, let's see if I can flip it. Flip. Okay.
Yeah, see, it'll do it for like 2 seconds, and then yeah, now it's fine. Now it's good.
All right, cool. Okay, now I can flip. Yay! Finally.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, cool. Yeah, so right in the beginning of the bell, we got this nice breakout right here off the 9 and the 9, the 21, and 55 EMAs. You see these three musketeers, 1, 2, and 3,
Yep.
all pointing towards the upside, right? You got the 9, the 21, and 55. They're all screaming towards the upside, which is good.
Is there any way to
Um,
get closer to it, Eric, a little bit? There
Yeah.
we go. Yeah. Yep.
So you can see, you can see right here, the 9, the 21, the 55, all three are literally spaced apart, which is good. The more spaced apart they are, the better. That means it's just pushing the volume towards the upside. This is spot on the 2-minute time frame. So I waited patiently the first 10-15 minutes of the bell. We really couldn't get much movement, right? Once they decided what it wanted to do, it hit support at that 543.85 level. Couldn't break and hold. We even hit it. We double hit it later, as you can see, right? You can see it right there. How we used that same line later throughout the day.
Yep.
But in the beginning of the bell, it kind of ranged a bit against VWAP. We're underneath VWAP, kind of consolidated, fell beneath VWAP a little bit at that 543.85 level. Once we got this nice break off from the pink line and the 20 and the 21 line, which is the white line. This is your 9 and your 21. Once we got that nice crossover right here, you got your first EWO confirmation right there. That's when I enter calls. I enter my calls right there on the second bar of my EWO on the 2-minute time frame. See, 2 minute. I'm not in the 5 minute, 2 minute.
Right.
We got that nice split. You can see the first wall of resistance was going to be 544.65. We were able to break and hold that 544.65. Your next wall of resistance is going to be what? Your MA200, right? The MA200 on the 2-minute time frame is going to be the purple line. This is going to be your psychological wall of resistance. It was able to break and hold that, which is great. Now you got your second confirmation towards the upside, which happened right here. That white line crossed that blue line. That's going to be your second confirmation. That's going to be your fourth rocket booster, which is going to help you push towards the upside, right? Once that fourth rocket launcher turned on and activated, I give you more thrust towards the upside, which helped you climb to this 545.19 level. I was able to have enough volume to get you to the next critical level at 545.78. Now, as we were going up, I had already shaped contracts. You gotta collect as you're writing it up, right? So at that given moment, I was already up a couple of $1,000. Now, once we got up here, the next wall of resistance was going to be this major critical level at 546.95. Where did I get this 546.95? I don't know. Let's take a look at previous markets. Maybe we got it from over here? Absolutely. We got it from right here. This is traffic prime from right here. Now, that being said, if this is not giving you any information, we'll keep looking more back right here. This is going to be your confirmation. This is going to be your next wall of resistance. This is going to be your traffic. This is where it's going to slow you down. Now, let's go back where we're at. So as I was writing the SPY call, I went ahead and shaped again because we were getting to this strong wall of resistance at 546.95. We couldn't break and hold. We got this rejection and got out of that trade. Next, you wait for it to consolidate. I was consolidating back at this previous resistance, which you can treat as support, that 545.78. It was chilling here for literally an hour, right? And then we got a second confirmation, our second major trade, which is right here. Somebody flushed the toilet here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I wish I had a picture, but I would literally put a flush toilet logo here, an emoji toilet logo here, and just kind of wait whether or not it's gonna flush or not, right? Or if it's clogged.
Don't worry, I got you.
And this guy shoot back up, right? But somebody flushed the toilet and it got flushed all of it out. You know
I'll take care of it.
So that being said, this doesn't make you money. This is where it consolidates. You wait patiently. You're probably waiting, scratching your back, maybe stretching out this nice juicy trade, you probably already made 3, 4, 5 grand out of this, right? Easy does it. This is where you consolidate, you wait and wait for its next movement. And that's what I did. I waited for the next movement, and I waited patiently for these beautiful EMAs to cry me a river, right? Towards the downside, which it did. I waited for this pink line cross that white line, which is the 921. That gives me confirmation, by the way, towards the downside. Perfect. Now, I want to see whether or not we can break this first wall of resistance at 545.78. Can we break and hold? Yes, we did. Perfect. Next, it's going to be VWAP. There's this beautiful yellow line right here, VWAP, right? Can it break VWAP? Well, technically, the 9 and the 21 are splitting, so technically, I think it will. Well, I need a second confirmation, a second rocket booster to take me back to Earth. Okay, perfect. We got our second confirmation there. Now, that rocket booster should help me give me enough thrust towards the downside now. You know what I mean? As you can see, the starting to star step higher and bigger and larger. You see how the towers are getting larger and larger and larger. That's good news.
Yeah.
So, oh snap! As you're writing these puts, you're gonna tell yourself, "Oh snap! Here comes this purple line again." Remember how you're trying to battle it going up? Well, guess what? Now you're battling going down. So you're gonna go ahead and do your first micro shape here, because we're not really sure whether or not it's gonna break and hold, but you gotta collect some money, some profits. You gotta feed yourself, right? So do a little micro shape there, which I did. Now you gotta wait patiently whether it can break and hold this previous 545.19, right? Can it break and hold this 545.19? Oh, yes, it did. It brought me all the way back down to 545.65. And then look at this. These EMAs are getting thicker. The more thicker, the better. Everybody loves thick. So the thicker, the better. So this is thick, this is thick, this is thick. The more thicker, the better. The larger the river, the larger the flow, the more money you make in your pocket.
Nice.
Getting down to this what? Oh, snap. Oh, snap. I remember this history. I've been here before.
Double bottom.
Absolutely. You have been there before, because that's where it opened, right? This is going to be a very critical, because that's where SPY opened. As a matter of fact, why don't you go ahead and put a little side note here and just tell yourself that the freaking bell opened right here, right? You can just kind of hop yourself, remember yourself there. Anyhow, strong wall of resistance support here at 544.12. Can it break and hold? Can it break and hold? Well, it struggled. It dipped its Danny Vito toe here, and then it went back up, and then did it again and consolidated again here, which I knew it was going to do that, because you're where it started. It's going to consolidate. Now, quick
question for you. Did you stay in it at that point, or did you get out before it got to that double bottom?
Hell no, I got out. I'm thinking
So got you.
As soon as we got down to this opening belt, I got out of those trades, baby, because I already shaped here, and I had a few runners, which I already got out of those SPY puts. Now, once again, we're in a strong critical support, because guess that's where SPY opened. It opened up right here, right? So anything right here is going to be very critical. This little line right here. Okay, now SPY got heavy again, right? After it consolidated on this double bottom, which is always going to do that, it's going to consolidate for about 30, 40, almost an hour right here of consolidation. About 30 minutes of consolidation here. Once you start to see its initial different move, you see how it creates a new EWO. Why did it create a new EWO? Because the 21 and the 9 cross right here. Now that's a baby crossover towards the upside. It's not full confirmation yet. Yes, you can scalp this towards the upside and get out at your previous resistance at 544.65. That'll be a short EWO play, but you gotta understand your levels. Now, if you don't know your levels, you're gonna get smoked, homie.
And you got the line already there.
Exactly. But if you're Erik'S MOTO and does his homework every night and then some and knows his lines, guess what? I already know where to get out. I can trade this comfortably. I can put, since it couldn't really breaking hold towards the bottom here, it's consolidating. You know it's been consolidating because it's been sitting there. What does coach always say? Is cause and support, put some resistance. We can do a micro baby Danny DeVito play here just to be curious. You know what I mean? You ride
Dip it
this,
toe, dip it toe.
you know, little dippy toe Danny DeVito play, and then you can just get out and get your little 80, 100, 200 bucks there or whatever. Now that's not the real play. The second real play was right here when you're starting to see that squeeze in the band. You see how it got
Yeah.
crushed here. It got
Yep.
crushed here. It's like a flat freaking pancake. It just got crushed, and then sooner or later it just started like all the syrup just freaking came off of it. You know what I mean? It got so crushed that all the syrup came off. That's how heavy
Oh
it
my
got.
God.
Technically, you know what I mean? Someone squeezed the heck out of these pancakes, and all the syrup came out of it, and it fell even more and more and more and more. And as you can see, I already have these lines, and as you're writing it, like, okay, double bottom. Let's see if it can break and hold. Technically, the EMAs are telling that it's in downwards, and then it, you know, just this is just a one way candle trip. There's no stop. There's no, hey, can we stop by for a quick 7-Eleven run? I need to take a piss. Nope, we're not stopping. It's a one-way trip, baby. So you gotta hold it until you know what I mean. So yeah, and then that's it. It's done. So
Done, baby.
learn how to read the charts. That's why reading the charts, understanding what it's doing, whether should I buy in now, or should I wait? Like what is it doing? Well, you wrote it all the way up here when you saw that nice crossover on the 21s. You can see your EMAs right there, right? Boom, right there. That bar right there should give you a confirmation. And then as you can see it up here, that's where it crossed. And then you're gonna see as the branch is getting heavy, you can see the branch getting very, very heavy there. Let me go ahead and get a trend line there. You can start seeing it get very, very heavy. The trend, look, and it kind of consolidates back where the initial traffic was at. Let's see this right here. So when I'm executing these puts, my goal is to get down here again, at least. You know what I mean? Because I already know when I'm up here in the MA 200, I'm already looking down. Like I'm standing right here. I'm like, all right, let me see if I can get all the way down here.
Right.
Let me see if I can surf this all the way down here without getting spooked out. Think of it like that way. Let me see if I can surf this wave all the way down here and then maybe get out of that wave. And then I'm gonna get off my surfboard and I'm gonna wait for another wave. Think of it like that, like you're surfing. Now you already know that, oh snap, once I get to this surf, there's gonna be a lot of hesitation because I was hesitating here before. When there was a lot of hesitation, most likely it's gonna hesitate again there, which it did. You see?
Yeah. Double bottom.
And
I'm confused though, man. Am I eating pancakes or am I surfing? Which one am I doing?
you're doing everything. You're surfing, gigs. You're putting rocket launchers.
But yeah, it went right straight down there, and then it broke in. It okay? Would you call that a false breakout?
So
See how it went under there?
see how I have SPX right here, right next to me? Okay.
Yeah.
This is how I look at Don. I'm trading SPY. You see how it consolidated here at this 455, 656?
Yep.
Same consolidation that happened over here on SPY. 543.85. You see that? Right here?
Do. Yep.
And it's the same thing. So I don't even gotta look at SPY. I just gotta look at SPX. So when SPX breaks its levels, like right here, I already know when we're writing it down on the 2 minute, right? When we're writing SPX down, look, dude. I tell the team, oh, SPX 471.75. Let's see if it can break and hold 471.75. Oh, yep, it did. Perfect. Someone flushed the toilet. And it went all the way down. SPX. Look at this beautiful candle, dude. All the way down. I'm like, oh, again, critical level, 462.93. And it went right. It's and then it just got us back down to this 458.63 level, and this is where it didn't like. You can see the curve happening on the 9, and you can see it cross the 21 right here on SPX, which that gave me a reason why I should get out of those SPY puts. You see that how it curled back up?
I do.
Yep. And that's what I look for, dude. Consolidated up here, and then look at it squeezed the pancake, which it got all the syrup out again.
Hey, Eric, I want you to stay off them gummies, man. You got the munchies. Ooh, sound effects and shit.
And rocket launchers and surfing.
You got all the sound effects going on. I love it. I'm sorry, y'all. We are crazy.
Hey, but to be honest though, this is how people learn though. When you add humor to it, when you add
got
comedy,
to, man. You
add
can't just
effects
be
to
like
you're-
boring people. They don't pay attention. You got to get them involved like that. So I love it. I love it.
I mean,
Yeah, that thing died though. Look at that.
yeah, you can
And then
see,
it consolidated and it died again, but it went into the aftermarket dying. So
and I don't know if you guys do that, but my recommendation, especially if you're new, is to analyze these trades once the market is closed, kind of like what we're doing right now. And then you can kind of like be like, oh man, you know what? I'm glad that I didn't trade right here because it consolidated here. I'm glad that I waited patiently because then it dropped right here. I could have rolled it up here, but since I made all this money, I couldn't want to risk it. You know what I mean? You start talking to yourself.
Or if you messed up, it's like, oh damn, why did I do that? Look what happened here.
Exactly.
Why did I do that? And then you can remember for the next time, jot it in your notes, jot it in your journal. I made a stupid mistake of not waiting for the 21 to cross over the 55.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Or
Exactly.
the Evo hadn't even started yet, and I just jumped in it.
And to be honest, guys, that's how I learned how to chart. By me spending hours just staring at this aftermarket. I was just staring at it like where did I mess up? Where could I made more money? You know what I mean? And I would spend hours and hours like, man, like what did I did wrong? Like why did I get out? Why did I get out here? And I look at the charts. I'm like, oh, that's the reason why it got rejected because it technically because over here, all this traffic here. That's the reason why it got rejected. So I'm over here writing these little notes in my head, and just by looking at the chart tells you everything. Tells you what happened. It's like a storyline.
Absolutely.
And
the candles tell a story big time. The chart patterns, all of that.
Yeah, and then when you can use other stocks to help you make money, like how I'm using SPX to trade SPY, or when Apple follows SPY, I can use Apple to correlate with my SPY trades. Even the triple Qs, like the triple Qs mimics SPX and SPY, they all correlate with each other. So I traded the triple Qs today too. I made some money off the triple Qs off that nice drop, and then I think Ted screamed at us like, shut up, And I was like, oh shit. Then all the cats kind of hide. And then when we turn on the light, all the cockroaches hide. I was Ted right there when he was like, everybody shut the fuck up. I'm like, oh shit, goddamn.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, he was in the morning. He's like, everybody shut up. I'm like, god damn it. And yeah, I was pretty much just like, all right, I'm out of that trade. But yeah,
Wow, I missed that.
I made a quick 2 G's right there on that drop on fucking triple Qs. Sorry. But yeah, I made 2 G stills on that quick drop, dude.
Hit that swear jar off, man. Hit that swear jar off.
I made 2 G's real quick off that triple Qs, and I got really excited. I was over here like, oh, snap, triple Qs. And then I think Ted was all like, all right, guys, one at a time. I was like,
oh, you know what? I came in on that part. I remember hearing him say one at a time. That's when
and
I
I
came
was
back in
just
the
like,
room.
oh snap, I'm getting too excited here. Yeah, and then I kind of just went away, and I didn't trade after that because I was like, oh, I already made enough money.
You made your money.
I took a nap, woke up, and I came back on live, and then I traded that spy pool.
Well, made money, went to sleep, woke up, made some more money. That's just life right there, man.
Hell yeah.
That's the life.
Yep. Made a quick 2 G's from triple Qs. I think it was from this pool right here. But yeah. This was it. This was the pool right here that I caught. I remember it because it was dropping, everything was getting heavy. And then Ted was like, all right, everybody one at a time. And I was just like, oh snap. I'm out of this trade. That was so funny.
That's awesome.
But anyways, practice your charts, read the EWOs, understand the EWOs, understand the bars, understand how it gets thin, why is it getting thinner, is that a good thing or a bad thing? So learn how to understand how to read the EWO chart will definitely help you so much. And also setting up your support and resistance and following it and correlating with the L2, because that will be your other confirmation is your L2 right here. You know what I mean?
Got you.
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody took some good notes tonight. And you guys got what you came for. Speaking of which, got a couple of tips in the tip jar. I checked a few minutes ago. Thank you so much for those of you that did that. Santiago, Diesel Dan. I appreciate you guys. I think there was one more now. And don't forget, Erik's Moto's tip jar is right over there in the Discord. If you want to tip him for his time tonight, I'm sure he appreciates it. He gave us a lot of nuggets tonight, guys. So show him some love over there.
Whatever you guys give me, I'll give it back to Don. I don't really need it.
Tony. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate you. But Erik, thank you so much for coming on here. F2K6, thank you so much for coming and hanging out, brother. And I'm proud of you, man. Keep it up. Keep listening. Keep watching. Keep putting that screen time in and keep having those green trades because you are doing phenomenal.
I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm going to transition and make this I want to be a bigger part of this community. So
you are more of a bigger part than you even realize, man. It's some people who know you by name now. Yeah. Absolutely. So yeah, and they're watching you climb up that ladder, and you're always on here supporting the show. So yeah, trust me, it's out there.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Erik, thank you, brother. Thank you again. Everybody that's down there in the chat, we got 92 people. Hopefully we got 92 likes. Let me check it out real quick.
Everybody hit the like button, donate to Dawn. Help out Dawn. She does a great job helping us out. It takes a lot of energy, especially when you're trading throughout the whole day. It gets tiring, dude. So if you can help out Dawn with, with something, anything helps, whether it's $5, $10, $20, throw it to her because, even I get excited when I get $1, and a dollar is $1, you know what I mean? But if you give someone something, whether it's $1 or something, at the end of the day, I guarantee you it makes their day.
It makes my day. It helps me pay the bills, the whole 9 yards. You guys have no idea.
It doesn't hurt to cost
how much that helps.
This lady up here, She spends a lot of time for you guys because she cares about you guys. And if you can help her with anything you can, whether it's $1, $2, $5, hey, I know you're gonna spend that in Starbucks regardless, right? Why don't you give it to her? And then that's gonna keep her motivated, and she's gonna stay with us longer. You know what I mean? We want Dawn to stay here with us. We don't want her to, not be here with us. So help Dawn the most you can. Show her that how much we love her and we want to take care of her. That way, Dawn can take care of us with this aftermarket show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's
Eric, you're
help
gonna
Dawn
make me
out too.
cry, dude.
No, it's true. You
Thank
put in
you,
so
Eric.
much work, dude, and it takes a lot. It takes a lot of energy, dude. Being up here and talking and getting your ding dialed in, making sure you look dialed in, and even me, I was over here trying to shave real quick. I'm like, oh snap, and I felt like I was overheating, just getting prepared. You know what I mean? I could already imagine you.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
everybody,
It's all good, baby.
show some love to Dawn. When you get paid, give that lady some money, $20-$50, and help her. So that way the show keeps going. We still keep making money. I keep showing up here, and we're all having a great time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We just want everybody to be successful. Eric, I love you, brother. Thank you so much for that.
Love you more.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. You have no idea. But yeah, it's like, man, I gotta hurry up and get off here before I start crying now. Yeah, that was unexpected. Thank you. I appreciate
I know
that.
it's hard work, Don. It coach. That's why coach gets tired too, because it's stress.
Yeah.
It's stressful, dude. Having to keep everybody entertained and then also give them the right knowledge, and it's and make sure you're not stuttering and you're keeping your word tracks dialed in. It's tough, dude.
Yeah, it is. It is. But you know what? I do it for, you said it. I love it. I want everybody to do well. I want everybody to do well. It's not about just me doing well. I want everybody to do well. And if I have the gift of gab to be able to talk to somebody and say something in a way that helps them to understand it a little bit better, then that's why I'm here. That's what I want to add to the community,
Yep. Even on the days where you don't have such a green day, dude, even when I have a green day, I don't want to talk to anybody. You know what I mean?
Man, it's been days when I lost my ass. But I'm coming in here and I'm like, hey man, we can still do it. God dude, I can't believe I lost my
I know that.
But you know what? It's like, but this community is my safe space. It's hey guys, I screwed up today, and I've been nothing but embraced by this family. So yeah, that's thank God I have you guys when I have days like that. So yeah. Oh man.
Keep it up, Don. You're doing more than great. You know what I mean? We're all doing great here.
Thanks,
and
let's put in another green one tomorrow, baby.
Absolutely, let's do it every day.
Put in
Let's
another
go.
green one tomorrow. So let's go. Woo! I know that's right. We're gonna end it like we normally do with Coach's Rules, everybody. Once again, thank you both for being here. Thank you, DJ Vinny, for being up here when you were up here. Who else? Was somebody else up here? No, I think it was just Vinny, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you all. And thank you, everybody in the chat. We got 92 people in here. That's unprecedented. Thank you, guys. It was a lot of people in here. I know you all came to hear Erik's tutelage, and hopefully you got what you came here to get tonight, because he was on fire, as he always is. So yeah, I got to do a little bit of video editing, because I got to add the toilet to that little part where you went flushy and some pancakes. I got to put the syrup in it. I got to play with that, right?
Some syrup.
So look for that.
The rocket boosters. The rocket boosters.
Oh, I got to put the rockets in there, man. Oh my God. So yeah, it's time to go edit and play with some stuff. I haven't put anything out in a few days, just been resting my eyes, but I'm on it. I'm going to go do some editing and put some stuff out. Plus, don't forget the 90-day challenge. Those of you that are out there that want to do the 90-day goal challenge, it's on and popping. So make sure that you guys are having green trades, you're having green days, that you're dialed in, that you're doing things right, so that you can post on the challenge. Don't forget to use your referral links. Use your successes to help even make more money by bringing people in here and sharing the word with your successes. So yeah, Eric, what you think about that, man?
Oh, it's amazing, dude. It's super
Dude,
rad,
that's like a separate little side business, dude.
for real.
Get you some cards. I know you're talking about doing an ADT office before. Hey, Eric, you could clean
For
up.
real.
You could clean.
I want to have like a trading club. You know, like once I have a good pool of money,
Yeah.
and once I'm making like 100K a day type of thing, then I can afford like a nice office or like a nice compound where it can be like a trading club. You know, we can all hang out, part of ADT.
ADT
And,
satellite office in full effect, baby.
Exactly, and y'all can
Pull
fly
them
out
all in
here.
with your referral links and
Like
train them up.
we'll set up a good. Like I'm being dead ass serious. I'm dead ass serious.
No,
about
I'm
it.
serious, dude.
Like
That's
a
money.
nice ADT compound, and y'all can fly over here. We'll hang out. We'll trade, and we'll go golfing or whatever. We'll set something up for fun, and then after we get done with that, we can go back to the office and start studying again. You know what I mean? But we can set something up like that where people can come out, stay for a week or so, have their hotel already paid and everything, and we'll pick them up from the airport, take them to the office, and get them dialed in there. You know what I mean? So
Man,
that's
Coach,
like,
you hear this stuff? You got a partner right here, brother.
we got to think of
expanding.
stuff like that where we keep expanding the business, we keep making it bigger and bigger and bigger. Sure, I'm envisioning that where I can see people, like I can see y'all coming over here, hanging out on the compound, on the trading compound, and just trade with each other in person. You know what I mean? Have like a nice white chalkboard and like lay out like all the kind of like what we do in the morning. And yeah, just kick ass, dude. Just freaking trade. Like, you know, just make a lot of money, and after we get done trading, freaking go have some fun and go play some golf or whatever.
Baby. Top golf.
Absolutely. So
with that being said,
we just started this trading company. We only been up running for 2 years, so I'm sure Coach has a lot of plans for us, guys. So let's
a lot
keep
of
up
ideas.
Let's keep up the momentum. Let's keep recruiting more people, and word of mouth, if you will. Keep telling everybody, all their friends and families, and let's grow this community. Let's get it bigger.
Yep. Use those QR codes. Get those referral links out there. Don't forget, go to AmericanDreamTrading.com. Put in the discount code SUMMER1000 and get 1,000 off the VIP membership, the VIP Gold, the VIP Gold Complete, or the VIP Lifetime. And use code VIP 500 to get 500 off the regular VIP Green membership. And with that being said, let's end with Coach's rules. Everybody have a good night. See you tomorrow. Stay green. Peace and blessings.
Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Never lose more than 1 to 3% ever of your total account value in any given day. Always make sure you have stop losses on each and every single trade, whether it's shares or options. Make sure you guys are practicing base hits. Don't be trying to go for those home runs. Everybody be cool with that. Every once in a while you get the home runs, but that comes back to our other rule. Let the runners run and stop out the losers. All right? So if we're getting hammered on something and it's going against you, just get out of there. If you're new to trading, do not trade in the first 30 minutes of the day or the last hour, ever. And if you are new to trading, do not use real money. You should be using simulated trainers, and you can use them on all sorts of different accounts. TD has them. TradingView, you can do rewinds. There's all sorts of stuff. Don't come in with real money blowing up your account. That is not how you want to learn. I want to make you a stock market trader and not just another call-out chaser.